So today we're going to be talking about AZ's role in Pokemon Legends ZA. Now obviously this is just a theory, speculation, just something to talk about and have fun with the games. There's not really much you can do with like 1 minute of a goddamn trailer, like let's be real people. But seeing as we're going back to Kalos, and obviously we have so much to talk about Kalos with, and if we're going back into the past with Kalos, there's only one pivotal character, well several, but like the one main guy that I think we need to worry about for real, and that is AZ. Now for those who don't know, AZ is the former king of Kalos 3,000 years ago. He is the one that unleashed the ancient weapon on, I think it's 2 warring nations, one being his own, causing the entire timeline split and parallel universe in Pokemon. It's so interesting. But AZ is very, very, very important to Kalos. Now, since we only know so much about this game in regards to where it's gonna be at, what is it based off of, all that extra stuff, I think I want to have fun with this. And like I said, this is pretty much just a theory, me yapping for real. If you have any like ideas and or things you want to add to mine or your own, let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like, and I mean, real talk, let's get up into it. So there are 3 things that I want to talk about AZ, because where this could be placed in the timeline between, I guess, now and the war is very interesting, because I highly doubt this game is gonna happen literally right after the war, because damn near everybody's dead. But no, I don't think Lumio City is going to be the center focus of any of AZ's adventures, especially after losing his best friend. But I mean, let's just say, you know, this did happen right after the war. We get to see AZ's fall into despair, and we have to sit there and watch his brain go down as he's getting ready to lash out at people and run away, and watch his kingdom crumbling down as his children or younger brother, because remember he does have a brother, takes over the region as he leaves abruptly. Or maybe this game takes place like that little soft period where it's like right after the war, but right before AZ just says screw it and leaves outright, where instead of seeing the fallout with the family, you have to deal with the aftermath in the region itself. And so them redeveloping Lumio City is essentially them being like, okay, cool, our king has left us, we still have to move on and build our own society back up to what it used to be. And while you're exploring the region, you can find AZ wondering about, maybe speaking nonsense like a drunken man or like a wandering lost soul. And eventually, once we get to the climax of the game, AZ kind of like snaps out of himself and tries to, I guess, redeem himself again, just to ultimately fail and then continue on wondering about. Or maybe even after victory, he still finds no reason to live without his best friend. Now, another POV I was trying to take this entire speculation and theory is, what if you're after the point that AZ already left the throne? Like, think about it for a moment, right? The war happened 3,000 years ago, and the Parfum Palace was constructed 300 years ago. So what if this game takes place 300 years and not 3,000 years after the war? And instead of AZ, we have the current king, the king who is kind of self-absorbed, building his palace as the rest of the region is rebuilding itself. And maybe this king is Lysander's ancestor, or maybe Diantha or Sycamore's ancestors, or maybe one of AZ's kids. But let's think about it being maybe Lysander's ancestors for a moment, or one of AZ's children. Because if you don't know, when AZ left the throne, his brother knew where the weapon was. He's the one that buried the weapon. And on his deathbed, he told his kids where the weapon was. Now let's just say these kids either documented the location, put it somewhere safe where nobody can find it, and maybe somebody did find it, or they themselves tried to resurrect the ancient weapon, and AZ comes out of nowhere like, yo, what are you doing? This has caused great death and turmoil to the region. We cannot do this again. And that's when Zygarde comes out. Or maybe those descendants are using Zygarde to get to the ancient weapon. You never know. Because just off the logo and the name, you can tell that AZ or somebody in his family, or maybe Zygarde, is the center focus of this game. But that A is weird in the Legends ZA logo. And maybe this is my mentally ill Pokemon brain. Trust me, I understand. I'm one of a big minority of people when I go out of my way to do this stuff. But the A looks just like the secret weapon. So what if there's some like hidden ties between the secret weapon, Zygarde, and then Zygarde being at 50% when you see him in Terminus Cave on the far end of the region where nobody else is supposed to see it? Because if you remember, Terminus Cave was abandoned. There was a hiker right next to it that said, don't you hear little weird noises in that cave? Nobody's been in there for a while. Okay, cool. You go in there. There's a gigantic snake 10 feet And that's why. What's going on? And if we know Zygarde has multiple forms, how come he can't go 100% in X and Y? What if his cells and cores are scattered throughout Kalos region during this time? And let's say the evil team or whatever antagonist of the game is looking for those cores because that will lead them to the ancient weapon. Either way, I do think AZ will be involved in this story some way, shape, or form. I mean, shoot, what if you're playing as AZ? Listen, hey, that'd be so crazy. That'd be so nuts. I want you to know I would lose my mind. But that is 100% not happening. Or maybe you might be AZ's descendant. You really never know. Let me know in the comment section below, where do you think AZ is going to be placed in this game? I know all these theories are under the assumption that the game is going to be set in the past, but you can't make a Legends game based on something that hasn't happened yet. That makes no sense. And plus, I doubt AZ would have any involvement in any story at all now that he has his Floette back. Like, come on, y'all. Maybe we'll hopefully get to see AZ's Floette officially released in the future. You never know. Anyway, make sure I'll leave a like in the comments, subscribe if you guys are new. And apparently it's gonna be like a dry spell for this game for the next couple of months, unfortunately. So if you have any ideas or things you want to hear me talk about, just little theories and fun haha hee-haws, let me know in the comment section. And thank you so much for the content, and thank you so much for the support. I love you all. Yo, tee hee ha ha. We gotta stop meeting like this. You cute. Look at you. Yeah. Yo, what's good with y'all? Yo, welcome to the end of the video segments. I know y'all are tired of getting these. I'm so sorry. I want you all to know, I was sitting here. I want you to know, in my mind, I'm recording this the exact same day of, and I want you to know that I was like going through so many like lore documents. I've been on Bulbapedia and Cerebi for the last like, I don't know, like maybe like 5 or 6 hours, trying to like just look at things differently than what we know them as, especially with how like things have been done in the future. And so I'm thinking to myself like, damn, what are some characters and some moments that I like think could be expanded upon? And I already have a good idea of what I want to do or what I wanted to talk about. You know, I've made several videos on them already, but I think I have another one. I think I'm gonna try to get it up later today. That's gonna be like really, really fire that I think you all might like for sure. But obviously, you know, for this one, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope in the comments y'all are going crazy with the discussions, because I want you to know, I sat here and I was like, yo, AZ is like the most important character in this region's history, bro. Him and Lysander are literally related. Like, you know, like what the hell, you know? So it's something interesting to see about like where we go from Pokemon Legends ZA with AZ being a thing. What if somebody said, what if ZA is AZ's brother's initials or AZ's brother's name, you know? I don't know. It was kind of a weird, that was a really, really, really weird theory that I was like, whoa, that's kind of crazy. I might do something like that. That was dope. But I do want to go over like more context when it comes to the Kalos War, because I realized while the war has been talked about and like, you know, explained like verbatim, there's like a lot of things that you can add to that war to like make sense with like Paldea, Galar, and even Unova. Surprisingly enough, like if you really think of, like, know your history and stuff like that, like if you really think about it, it's like kind of crazy how like some of this makes a lot more sense than I thought. I don't know. I'll probably do a video on that, but I don't know. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video. Hopefully the next video is longer, so I don't have to like do these things. If not, I hope you at least like them. I'm sorry for breaking out of character and fourth wall breaking, obviously. But I do, you know, appreciate the support and the love. All the new people, how are you? Let me know in the comment section below, how are you? I know this is the YouTube viewer experience. You probably only care about the Pokemon stuff, but let me know. It's a Friday right now. How are you feeling? Let me know how you feeling internally. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully you have a safe and beautiful weekend. It's getting warm over here, like really, really early. So hopefully it's beautiful where you all are at. Yeah, it's going to be it for me. I mean, real talk. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye. Love you guys.